Hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Okay, Aquarius, so I think that a lot of you right now are going to have a change in your social group. So, Primal is talking about the untamed part of your soul that is now seeking expression. I used to love this card when it would come up. For me, it immediately indicates like going out and having a good time, the nightlife. But because of you not caring what other people think, you're attracting a different group. And expansion is talking about wise counsel and collaborating with only the people that support you in what you do. In which this is like the Hierophant on steroids, right? You're creating your life exactly the way you want it to be. But there may be people around you that don't understand. They may not agree with what you're doing. But expansion and primal, both of those to me are indicating that you may be collaborating, if I could talk right, with new people who are supporting a new version of you that you're expressing right now. But this could also be the awareness of, those who have your back and who don't. So a change of friends may be happening. But it's such a powerful oracle card because it immediately indicates that nothing can stop you from creating the things that you want. And you're full on in creation mode right now, especially with primal. This may be about parts of yourself that have been suppressed, but regardless here, there seems to be, the big message of a new and better supportive group coming to you. But that again has to do with the expression of a part of yourself that just, can't be tamed. It has to come out. And I really don't think that you care what other people think, and that's perfect, right? Because that's not your business. That's for them to deal with. But even with the realization that you may not have the support that you want, the right people are going to be coming through for you. You're overall the Fool, so jumping into something new, wiping the slate clean, so to speak, having faith in something, not really worried about the obstacles ahead, but jumping headfirst into something and having full faith and trust in what you're doing. Okay, so in the past, beautiful, right? The World, seeing the completion of a cycle, and definitely beginning something new here, but the successful completion, and understanding that, anything is possible at this point. But I love the World in that this means that repeating cycles are over. But this is such a good thing for you. It's like the realization that there's so much more available to you right now, whether that's, within relationships or with work. But whatever it is that you're beginning new here, you're fully about it, ready to jump right into it. In the present, the Moon. So, I look at that with the Fool as the overall, and I think that, things are going to start to clear up where there may be, some confusion on what direction you're headed in. This is such a big change for you. You may be completely changing your lifestyle. And again, that comes along with different people, different supportive groups. But with the Moon in the present moment, we're talking about, confusion and illusions. But I think that this may be just things that may not have been cleared up for you regarding a situation that, you want to complete successfully. Now, for others of you, you may not be seeing this kind of like completion with the World as exactly a good thing. And I say that because of the Moon, and it's showing, your fears and your anxieties and your uncertainty. But, we'll see what's going on here. Okay. So, and there you go, future conditions, the Ace of Wands. It's like, yep, I'm ready to go. So I'm looking at a situation where any confusion that you may have had about a situation, I think, is getting ready to clear up. And you're looking at a new beginning, new passion, right? New passionate drive. Some of you, it could be a new relationship. This could be the beginning of a new cycle within a relationship where things may not have been clear. But whatever this new beginning is, it's driving your passion and your want to initiate action, especially with the Fool. You know, and I'm looking at like Aries energy here, like initiating something and just going for it. But something right now has got you caught up in the darkness, and not in a bad way. I think it's just things that may seem confusing to you based on a past experience where there's this need to have that completion, right? But it's already happened. It's already there. Your best path to follow, the Page of Wands. Go ahead and do something new. Pages, besides communication, are always the ones that are ready to take the new opportunity. Even, you know, without having understanding of what it is they're going after. You know, this could be really good communication coming through for some of you, and it may be an offer to start something new. Now, this could also be a situation where there may be unfinished business, and I only say that because of the moon being in the present. And if this is in a relationship, it may be an opportunity to kind of like start again. But I'm looking at you needing to take a new path with enthusiasm and excitement. You know, maybe what you thought you wanted is not the path that is going to lead you to this feeling of success. Like, I feel like your path has changed, and that's why there's this kind of like confusion with the moon. Because I'm looking at you like, yeah, you're getting ready to take a whole new adventure in life. And it may be that, you know, where things were not clear, it may be time to just kind of like let that go and let a situation, you know, be over. But this looks beautiful right here. Brand new adventure. You have this new passionate beginning. You absolutely wanting to go for it. But this, what is this? The Chariot. Okay. So when you're talking about taking advantage of a new beginning in your life, with the Chariot being in the environment in the moon, for some of you, it may be that you don't see how you may be able to move things in a certain direction because, you know, the Chariot, willpower, self-control, getting control over the light and the dark within you, your thoughts and your emotions, not being pulled all over the place, but needing to get control in order for momentum to continue in your life. Now, for some of you, it's literally confusion on, well, where am I headed? Where am I going? Where am I going to live? Where am I going to move for some of you? But things, I think, start to clear up and open up for you with this Ace of Wands for sure. But the Chariot and the moon, man, and you got water energy coming in, so it may be having to deal with some confusing emotions around the ending of a situation that's requiring some movement from you. But other than that, I mean, you know, this is victory over the things that, you know, may have felt like an illusion to you, or where you feel like you've been disillusioned, right? This is clearing all that up and getting things going in the right direction. But the moon, I'm always like, just stay in the path, dude. Sometimes you don't want to go into those dark places unless you're ready, you know, to do the inner shadow work, right? And really understanding where your fears and anxieties are coming from. But this is really, really good for the energy in your environment. So there's an opportunity for you to get things on track the way that you want it to go. But like with this, whatever has come to its completion or its end in the past, that's something that I think for you, there's some unanswered questions, if that makes sense. And those are the things that might be coming up right now. It's almost like needing a sense of closure before you can accept a new opportunity. Okay. Your hopes and your fears, the Two of Pentacles. You know, the thing is what I feel like saying here is that whatever came to its completion in the past, you don't need to continue to look at how, you know, you could have done things differently and that maybe a different choice should be made. Because I always look at the Two of Pentacles like you're keeping something in play. And the choice here is on whether or not you can make something out of this thing that you're looking at compared to everything else that you're dealing with. You know, besides the balancing act, it's, do I let this go or do I make something of this? If I would have made a different choice, could it have been different? And the only reason why I say that is because there's this feeling of unanswered questions with the moon. So you may be fearing that if you decide to let a relationship go, let a project go, whatever it may be, that may not be the right choice. But if all you're doing is just kind of looking at it and you can't really see how anything can be made out of it, it may be time to let that go. And then when you do, it's like something brand new takes its place immediately. But I would be careful about what you're looking at right now and wondering if something different could be done to make something out of it. And I say that because this is coming to a close for a reason. There's something much better waiting for you. It's almost like the universe is waiting for you to close the door on this situation. And when it does happen with the Fool, it's like you need to trust. You need to trust and have faith and do what you will with this new opportunity. But make sure that you're doing so with that passion and enthusiasm. Wow, man. Coming out the Two of Swords, the difficult choice. So something needing to be cut out, possibly. But I always look at the Two of Swords as like, there's something that you're not seeing. And it may be that, you know, you're hanging on to some unanswered questions about a situation that you may be wanting closure on. But I'm still looking at you keeping something in play and needing to make the choice to do something with it or let it go. But I think that because of the Page of Wands being here and looking at, you know, this energy of the Chariot in your environment, the choice shouldn't be difficult for you. You know, there's that always that understanding of sometimes needing closure in a situation, but sometimes we just don't get it. And there has to be a way to move forward from that. The Five of Pentacles, okay. This is like, this reminds me of rejection from Chakra Wisdom. It's like rejection is Spirit's protection in this moment for you. The Four of Cups, okay. And then the Queen of Wands. And it takes that opportunity to come through to kind of spark you back to life, I think. So the Five of Pentacles, we're talking about a feeling of lack, feeling cast out or rejected, right? And this is making the choice here to move, to get up and move away from situations that are like that. But the thing is I don't think that this is something that you wanted to have come to its completion. And again, I say that because of the moon. But this is like, I can't continue to make decisions that keep me in places where I'm not getting what I need. But there may have been a feeling of lack or rejection here, and leading into the Four of Cups, it's like emotionally you're just kind of like detached. I don't think it's the woe is me, because we're not looking at the Five of Cups here. I just think that you quickly lose interest in the situation, but you're also losing interest in the other opportunities that may be available to you. Now, with the Queen of Wands, though, as soon as there's this feeling of closure and this movement forward where you have better control over what is going on within you, it literally opens the door for something brand new to come into your life that is making you feel great. It like brings your passion back up. So one situation may not have worked out the way you wanted it to, and there's this feeling of lack. But in the present moment, because of these kind of like blah emotions and like losing your passion almost, it leaves you in a place of being like confused. Where are things going? But because it's the Chariot, I think that, you know, if you're willing to just let it be, it is what it is, then this comes through. But you're not going to see this as an opportunity if you're still kind of in that place. But with the Queen of Wands, you know, this may be you having the confidence to make the difficult choice to go ahead and jump into something completely new and have faith in it. But that Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, the decision that has to be made. If you're looking at something in your life right now and you're thinking that maybe if you do something different or feel something different, like you can take this and make something out of it, I don't think that that's what you should be focusing on right now. There's a reason why this is not a part of your experience anymore. And that's so that something better can come through, so that the best of you is kind of brought out. And this may literally be a person coming through for you that may be opening the door for a new creative opportunity, possibly a relationship. But it makes you feel good, right? Crown chakra, and then, yeah, initiative fell out. And then detachment. Yep. So needing to detach from situations that have come to its completion, where you may not feel like you have had closure. But being able to like set your ego aside for a minute and what your wants and desires are. I think that with the crown chakra, those downloads of information that you need that are going to help you take initiative are going to come through. But you have to detach from something that has left you confused. Whatever that is, where you're still asking questions, that's where it's up to you to kind of get control over where you're going and whether or not you're going to stay in this place of not knowing, or getting past that and really pushing things in the right direction. Sorry, guys. Dealing with new medication. Staying focused, hold the course. And with the Chariot, yeah. And then miracles, expect the wonders to emerge. Perfect. Perfect. But I think that this is going to be for those of you who need to detach from something that's come to its completion. You may still have questions about it, but you have an opportunity to move in a very different direction. It may not have been something that you expected. And I say that with the Page of Wands because we're talking about new experiences, right? These are the roads that you haven't been down before. And something is going to open up for you as soon as you detach from, you know, these questions that probably will never be answered. You know, especially if you're talking about somebody who just decides that, you know, the relationship is over. Well, you know, what am I supposed to think? Like, if you're experiencing that right now, this is Spirit's protection, I'm telling you. But I see you having more passion in purposely creating something much more better for you. But if you're ignoring certain things about a situation that's over with, I think that that's where your difficult decision is going to come through. But make sure that you're staying focused on what you want to create.